Hey guys, welcome back to the Skywalker Academy, and today I'm just going to show you how to make the hologram effect for the Legend of Kyrol series, as well as just for that character voice reveal thing that I did a while back. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so now that I've loaded up not After Effects, Adobe Audition, I'm going to show you how to make this effect. So for starters, here's my audio. Import or use whatever audio you want. I'm just using the one from my new voice actors reveal just to make things simple. So let's play it.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the force.
So yeah, as you can see, this is basically a pretty normal. It's normal. It's not. Doesn't sound like a computer. So now let me show you how I did that. Firstly, denoise. Denoise. Well, help if I turned everything on and turn all these off so I can go through them one by one. So yeah, denoise, which can be found in the, let me make sure I get it right. Noise reduction, denoise. Heavy noise reduction, 80%, and you're pretty much good there. That basically just takes out like any excess noise, which especially if you're recording something from scratch, yeah, that's going to be helpful. Obviously this was through a voice modifier, so it kind of took most of it out, but just to be safe, it's always good to have. Reverb.
There is no passion.
And as you can see, it doesn't really do much. Reverb. Pretty straightforward right here. Yep. Make sure you hit OK. Now, I saved this as a preset, so I'd recommend doing that as well. Just by doing that, hit save, boom, name it. So these are the numbers I use. I'd recommend start here and then build up. Try to figure out which numbers work best for you, what sounds correct for you. So make this your own. So now let's hear it.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge.
So yeah, as you can tell, there's not much in the way of an effect happening yet. Basically, about 2/3 of this is kind of clear, or at least a few of these are kind of clear up. It's just ways to make all the audio sound clear, so when the actual effect does go in, it becomes crisp and easy to hear without any extra noise. De-reverb is next, which is right, where are you? Yep, right here, de-reverb. Hologram preset, same thing, 80%, saved. Now let's play it.
There is no passion, there is serenity.
Same thing, doesn't do much. In the long run, these actually are helpful, but by themselves, not so much. Chorus is next. Now let me make sure I find the right spot so everyone can see where specifically. Chorus. Hologram preset. Here's all the numbers. Okay, and this is the big one, 2 voices. Because this will give it sound like an echo. It sounds like it's speaking through a computer, or it's more modulated compared to if it was just by itself. So now let's play it.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the force.
So yeah, now it sounds a little bit more robotic. It sounds like it's speaking through a computer, which is what we want because that's kind of what a hologram is. Next up is Fengar. Fengar, or I forget how it's actually said. I say Fengar. And where are you? Gotta love it when you don't remember where stuff is. Especially when you only use this like twice. Okay, there it is. Fengar. Do I even have a preset for this one? Okay, there it is. These are the numbers. Now let's hear it.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the force.
So yeah, it kind of just emphasizes a little bit more of the robotic nature of a hologram, which is what we really need to go for. Next up is scientific filter, which is... Crud, where are you? I just saw you. Yeah, it's in filter and EQ. Really should have known that. I'm stupid. So, hologram preset. Bayworth high pass. 250. Order 10. Don't forget to save it. And now, let's hear what this sounds like.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the force.
Okay, so yeah, it sounds perfect. It sounds like what we needed to do. But last thing I add is a speech volume leveler. If I can remember where it is as well. Shows you how often I do not use this effect. There we go. Speech volume leveler. Yeah, I made a second preset, so just for certain characters, like some of the voices don't sound as good with with the first one, so I created a second one. So yeah, again, it's always good to play around with the numbers. So for this one, I'll just use this. So now let's play it.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the force.
Okay, so that sounds pretty good. It sounds like a decent effect, but we're missing something. Probably the most important thing. The sound effect. Like, how do we make it sound like it's a hologram? Well, for that, I actually have an effect ready to go. So let me go ahead and insert that into my voice track, or my multi-track. Put you down there, and link down below in the description, it will be a channel that is great for finding Star Wars effects of all kinds. I highly recommend them and subscribe to them. So let's start here. Don't really need you. So yeah, they have different turn on off effects. So I'd recommend picking the one that you like. So for that, let's listen to them. Alright, I like that one. Now, to make sure I actually get the effect itself, I'm simply going to press R on the keyboard. This allows me to cut very easily, and then press V to quickly exit out of that tool. Then delete, boom. Now let me do the same thing here. Boom. Okay, so I have a little intro effect. So,
There's no emotion.
okay, so next step. We need the actual hologram itself just to be playing in the background, which is why we have this. So, we go ahead and do the same thing. Now all we have to do is basically just put it in between. This will line things up, so when it actually plays, it can be heard. Well, it can go together smoothly, so listen.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge.
Okay, so that sounds good, but one big thing. The effect itself is too loud for this, so what you should do is I'd recommend turning these down quite a bit. I'd say about there. Make sure that they match relatively. So now let's play it.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the force.
Okay, so that sounds pretty good as well. So another thing I'd like to do, I'll just show you what I do for this one, for this, just to make things easy. Using keyframes to crank up the volume just a bit. So that way it can be heard just a little bit more. So now let's do it.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the force.
Okay, so that sounds good. So we kind of have our effect. Now, what do we want to do when we want the effect to end? Or, in this case, the hologram to turn off? Well, let me show you. Firstly, cut. Get rid of that. Okay, so now let's just play it. Okay, so let's just play it.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the force.
Okay, so that sounds good. But now we just need the effect to turn off. I.e., we need the hologram to turn off. Now, how do we do that? There's a few ways. I'll show you the easiest. Within this big effect wheel that he has, and that I have, you have various ones where it turns off. So just pick the one you like. I personally prefer the first one. It just sounds the best to me. Now, same thing. Control R to Control R. Shorten that just a bit so it lines up. And now we have our effect. So let's play it all the way through. Let's play it all the way through.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the force.
Okay, so the effect sounds really good. It sounds like a pretty decent hologram effect. And I like it, so I'm keep it. Now afterwards, so once you have it to the way you like it, recommend save this whole thing as a preset. That way you don't have to find each individual thing. You can just quickly go in here and get your preset. And boom. The preset's already made, ready to go. Anytime you need it, we're good to go. But also, let me show you something else. So, let me mute this for a second. The way I initially did a hologram effect was like this. Double click this in the waveform editor. I went to favorites, telephone voice, hit it, and here's what this sounds like.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge.
Yeah. I used to use that one. I didn't mind it. It's actually not a bad one to use, but creating your own is better. But if you are going to use a telephone effect, let me find it. Oh no, wait, that was the one. Never mind. Sorry about that. I thought there was another one, but yeah. If you are going to use this telephone voice, I'd highly recommend. This is just me. I like using it more for like people talking on the comms or like a comm signal versus a hologram. It just sounds more like you're like talking to someone who's on another channel. But also make sure you increase the volume a bit so it can be heard.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge.
So yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. So let's go back and just play around with the keyframes at certain points where it's quieter and you need it to be louder, like right here.
There is peace.
Well, help if I turned that off.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge.
So yeah, that doesn't sound too bad either. So either option works. I just personally recommend this. Now let me. Come on. There we go. All I did was just reverse things, so there, put you relatively back to normal, put you back on. So yeah, that's basically just how I make my hologram effect. I hope this tutorial was helpful. This is only my second one, so I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do these. So if anyone has any tips or tricks on how they do tutorials, how they would think that would best work, any help would be appreciated on that. And also, if you have your own ideas for how to make a hologram effect in Adobe Audition or even another software, please put those in the comments below, because I want to help as many people out with whatever Star Wars thing that they want to do. So drop them in the comments, and until next time, may the Force be with you.